Were plans always straightforward, or were there times when you just had to go with the flow?
Oftentimes things were confusing, sometimes even incorrect, and so yeah, I was glad that as a P3 taco I had quite a bit of discretion, but it also was quite a bit of risk. You don't want to make a serious mistake because it might get you or somebody else killed, and because, especially that long ago, intelligence was not always that good. I will tell you about an incident when I was flying out of Japan on my second overseas tour along the Korean coast, the North Korean coast. We got launched on a ready alert launch, and the position they gave us was inside what's called the red line, going into territorial waters of North Korea. You absolutely cannot do that. And the briefing officer and the intel community didn't realize they had briefed us to break that red line. Fortunately, my navigator and I were cross-checking it all the way to on station and said we can't do that. So by then we had the fully computerized P3C. I put the red line on my scope, on my pilot scope, so we stay outside the red line no matter what. I put a line of buoys right down the red line. And sure enough, we had contact on a Russian submarine that was inside the red line. So I sent out that contact report. When we got back and taxied in, all of a sudden, there's the staff car from the senior officer on the base pulling up on the taxiway next to us. And he said, "Did you bust that red line? Because that means that would have went right to the White House in about 90 seconds. I said, "No, of course not." But they by then had realized they had briefed us to break the red line of North Korea, and we would have been in serious trouble. Everybody would have. My mistake, since I was very busy prosecuting the submarine and actually found a destroyer to take over the contact for us when we were low fuel and had to go back, was not telling them that I had discovered their mistake and that we were staying outside the red line. So there you go. That's a perfect example of somebody making a very big mistake, and we caught it, fortunately.